Mike just got done re-editing his bracket with all of the 1 seeds he didn't pick, finishing things up.
My wife hit all 4.
She
hit
this is
all
what
4.
angers me.
She went all chalk.
This is what angers me, right? The people that don't know any better just go, they're the higher seed.
Whoa,
I'm picking them.
hang on a second.
I'm not throwing anyone under the bus.
I've
My
got
dad
a feeling
does it
Aaron
too.
knows a lot.
My dad does it too, and it really angers me. That's all I'll say. Either way, let's get into the actual tournament that's actually been good and interesting so far, the women's tournament, specifically TCU, who's continued their remarkable run into the Elite Eight. Mike, they are taking on Texas tomorrow,
Yes.
and this one we had circled right from the beginning. It's nice to see that we're actually here.
Yeah, no, listen, the moment the bracket came out, this was, okay, we could probably get Texas and TCU 1 and 2 seed head-to-head in the Elite Eight, and that will be theater unto itself, and we do get that on Monday night at 6 o'clock. It's going to be awesome. Listen, the run that TCU is on as a program, not just this month in the tournament, but over the course of the last, 13 months, going back to when they were just in the doldrums, did not have enough players to fill out a roster. They're bringing on walk-ons and volleyball players from around campus to be able to even field a team and play. And now here that Mark Campbell has done yeoman's work to turn this thing around, bring in TCU is your quintessential NIL transfer portal world team. They're from all over the country, but they made it work. You've got to find some cohesion, and they have done that in spades. And now they get to, shoot, you win tomorrow night, now you're legendary.
Yeah, and I think seeing Haley Van Lith sort of put the team on her back and help them through this tourney is pretty special. And Mike and I talked about this on Saturday night on our newscast. Personally, I'm just so thrilled to see that it feels like women's basketball is mattering, not just to the folks who've been following teams like, the Huskies and the Vols and South Carolina, who've been good for a long time, but to the entire, it just feels like to the greater public, the sport's been elevated, and that matters. And that's because of coverage, but it's also because of players like Haley Van Lith and Paige Beckers, who is, showing us that she feels like she's superhuman out there right now. So I'm just excited to see where this goes. Can't wait to see what they're calling the Texas two-step. I know that's a little corny, but that's what they're calling it on the network. So can't wait to see that.
You brought up the Tennessee and UConn of it all, and Mike and I brought this up earlier in the week, how the women's game has kind of been 40 years behind the men's game. And if you kind of look at how things have transpired, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese were legitimately 40 years removed from Magic and Larry. So it kind of naturally comments on the progress. But you're right. It's like finally we have other teams and other franchises that they get their chance in the sun. We've seen the same 4 teams basically for the last 20 years. And as much as people want to say dominance makes the sport fun, it makes it tough to grow too. If you never see someone lose, it's just not. I'm not sold on that. I realize some people love seeing dominance. Mike, I'm curious from your thoughts on that.
Listen, I do think that dynasties draw people in, but it's more impressive when the dynasty has to work for it.
Right.
The UConn of 15 years ago, where they're winning every game by 15, 20, 25, 40 points every time out. That's not fun for anybody to watch because the outcome is a foregone conclusion. You see runs like what South Carolina has done in the last couple of years. That to me is more impressive and better for the sport because they still did it. They still gave everybody a dynasty to get drawn in by, but every single time they had to go out and earn it, sometimes at the gun. That's a more compelling and more fun thing to watch in any sport. So that's been part of the growth that we have seen.
Well, really excited to see what TCU and Texas bring to us. But we got a lot more to get to. Stay with us on the Ultimate Dallas Sports Show. Coming up next, which is more likely?